Hello and welcome back to Sacred Rose Tarot 1111. I would like to remind you that not all messages will resonate, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. That helps build the channel and help the channel grow. Today we have a message coming to us from Archangel Metatron. His message to us is to clear your vibes. Thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. And Metatron, because I don't think I've pulled this card for our channel. Let's see. Says here, you are being guided to clear your life of any harsh, negative, or challenging energy. It's time to make way for positive energy in your life. And the only way you can do this is by clearing your aura. Body and energy, clearing your aura, body, and energy. Surround yourself with positive people and uplifting environments. The angels are encouraging you to call on them to help you clear your life of anything that's getting between you and inner peace. Clear any clutter from your home, office, car, and anywhere else you spend time. When you clear clutter in your life, you clear psychic clutter from your energy. And when you clear your energy, you open yourself up to more abundant and spiritual experiences. Archangel Metatron. Metatron is one of the few angels who have walked the earth as a human being. So he knows more than the other angels what it can be like to be challenged by people and situations. His name means the throne next to God, and he has a special connection with the current era as he represents the new energy and the connections that are opening up to the other worlds and heaven. He is the angel who can help us connect with the wisdom of God in our daily life. That's exciting. Thank you, Metatron, for bringing us our message today. All right, so the next card out comes to us from the, let's see which deck this comes from. This is going to come to us from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle Guidebook by Kyle Gray. And this particular card says Arcturian Light Codes, Evolutionary Downloads, Recalling Power, and Future Thinking. I really love how this card is very bright. And there's a lot of color here, a lot of pinks and yellows. It sort of looks like it's this sort of expansion coming out of maybe the heart space or solar plexus maybe. And there's some orange too, so it could be speaking of sacral chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, some pinks, a lot of blue. It's a very pretty card. I don't think I've ever pulled that one, so I'm going to go ahead and read that one as well. All right, it says here, Arcturus is a giant red star that is among the brightest stars seen from the northern hemisphere. It is around 25 times larger than our sun and can be found just beyond the Big Dipper. Many believe that there are light beings living on a blue planet orbiting Arcturus, who are in the fifth or even higher dimension. Some think they could be a prototype for what is possible on planet Earth. They are described as blue beings. For when they, all right, let's turn the page here. Sorry about that. For when they appear to those who can see them clairvoyantly, they are often blue-skinned or emanating blue light in their auric field. The Arcturian race are here to help those on Earth who feel called to facilitate healing and to move beyond draconian and patriarchal ways of being. They guide us to realize that we have a great opportunity to evolve beyond these limited states, and if we don't, we'll be stuck on a karmic wheel for thousands of years before we get our next opportunity. If you feel called to the Arcturians for this information, it could indicate a past future incarnation on the Arcturian planet, or that you have Arcturian guides working with you. It says here to connect, imagine yourself enveloped in a golden, orange, and blue light. Then say, great blue beings of the Arcturian race, thank you for downloading into my frequency forward-thinking energies that will support my evolution. Oh, that's interesting. Your message, it says here, you can evolve into a greater state of being now. This begins with how you approach even the most mundane of tasks in your own little universe. Show up in ways that you've never showed up before. Instead of checking out of this planet, it's time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to you, realize that you have a huge part to play. Recall your power. Realize that you are part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader you were born to be. It doesn't matter if you're leading yourself or a larger group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing things. Honor the ideas or thoughts that you have been having recently. If you have been hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, or sensing that you are being visited by beings in your sleep, know that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Arcturians are with you. Wow, that's a really interesting message. Okay, and it really goes right along with what Metatron is telling us to keep our vibes high, sort of like, you know, keep that 5D mindset. And you notice there's 5 lights right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. It's like, you know, protect. It's around his head too. So sort of like protect and guide and guard your thoughts, your mental place. Stay positive. You know, sometimes we have to take our thoughts captive. Even in the Bible, it says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if we are constantly keeping in our mind negative thoughts, that's what we're going to basically manifest into our world, is just negative things around us. So if we raise that vibration and we start thinking positive things will happen, because that's what we're manifesting, because our thoughts are things. Okay. So it's important for us to take negative thoughts captive and replace them with positive thoughts. I like that. That's interesting. And I really do get this is like higher dimension thinking. There's some sort of evolution. I'm getting like there's some sort of evolutionary process happening within us, all light workers and light beings and people that this is resonating with. You may even have felt tired recently. Maybe you've been like really needing some extra sleep or just some downtime, or just kind of like needing to unplug a little bit from the world and sort of slow down a little bit. That could be part of a shift taking place, like ascension happening. Something about leveling up too. And that takes work. It's spiritual growth, right? And, you know, when I think of growing, I think of like growing pains, or like when you're a little kid or a baby, how fast they grow and how quickly they grow. And it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of energy. And so during this process, just be sure, guard your thoughts, keep your mind clear, keep it focused on positive things, uplifting things that are for your highest good, and those are the highest good around you. These Arcturians are reminding us to think highly of our planet. Don't just disengage. Don't just become like, you know what, I'm tuned out. I'm not even about that kind of stuff. I'm just going to be in my little world. I know I have a tendency to do that personally. So it's saying like, you know, get plugged in. There's something we need to do, especially as light workers and light beings. So if this message is resonating with you, you have something to say, you have something to share with the world, even if it's just your coworkers, even if it's like people you cross on the daily path. Maybe you get coffee every morning, or you have like a routine where you get coffee, you pick up some breakfast, maybe you stop by and pick up your dry cleaning, whatever it is. There's people that come across our path like every day. And sometimes it's the same people, sometimes it's not the same people. But in any way, shape, or form, there's some sort of communication that you can be a blessing and a positive interaction in somebody's life. And even these small moments, even just by speaking, I'm getting from these light codes. And it definitely, I like the idea of recalling your power. If you're feeling stressed out and like going through the, you know, expansion, upgrade, leveling up, awakening, that kind of stuff, and you are tired and everything, remember to recall your power. I know it's easy for us to forget. We get tied up in doing our things, or, you know, just daily stuff, right? We're pulled in 1,001 directions. But just remember, when you do slow down, especially take extra time to meditate, you guys, that's where we're going to find our peace and our clarity and really get recentered and aligned. And so remember to recall your power from every timeline, every interaction, any lifetime, wherever your energy is, whatever capacity it's in, no matter who's got it, who pulled it, who, you know, if it was given or taken or whatever, recall it all back to you. And you'll start to be re-energized and reinvigorated. All right, so the cards that came out to clarify the Arcturian light codes, I pulled some tarot so we can get a little bit more clarification. was the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm not surprised this came out, as a matter of fact, because I really feel like it's clarifying that, yeah, the time is now. And, you know, Metatron was also saying in his description of the card, the time is now to clear your vibes, clear that mental space, guard your thoughts. Thoughts are things, you guys. We got to think positive thoughts. We got to be grateful every day. Think about the things that we have now that we're grateful for. Let's create that space for the universe to gift us with more things for us to be grateful for. And so we got to focus on what we want to happen, make it positive, our thoughts towards others, how we speak to others, how we speak to us, our own inner dialogue, all of that. We have to keep all of that positive and keep our vibes high. Okay? And so the Arcturian light codes here is talking about being a positive influence, not checking out on the earth, being involved, because the time has come. There's some sort of major awakening happening all across the globe, and people are asking questions. People are seeking answers, and a lot of people are learning to like go within. And what does it mean to get in touch with my higher self? What are these chakra things people are talking about? What is this high vibes and manifesting and living a different kind of life? What does it mean that we don't have to live this draconian patriarchal lifestyle? What does it mean that we have this other dimension, and what is all of it about? And so any kind of encouragement that you can share with people, do so, because the time is now. And I feel like you're surrounded by these, not only Arcturians, but also angelic beings. You have Metatron overseeing this message. And so I feel like it's very guided and protected and very divine. And the time is now. The time is right. And the Wheel of Fortune historically also talks about good fortune and good luck. And so even though you might be like, okay, I don't even know what I'm going to say to people, that's okay. You don't have to know. You just have to be willing to offer encouragement. As long as your vibrations are high and you've got this positive mental mindset, if somebody comes along and you're not even thinking about this reading, you know, maybe you listen to it and a week goes by and you see somebody and they say, hey, how's it going? You know, I've been wondering about this and that. And you're like, oh yeah, you know what? I've had that experience and this is what happened. And this is how, you know, it worked for me, and this is what I tried, or this is what I did and I liked it. You know, maybe you could try it. And you're not even going to think back to what happened in this message. You're going to be like, oh yeah, because guess what? It's divinely guided and the timing is perfect. And anything that happens, as long as your mental focus, your vibes are high, the Arcturians and angelic beings are going to help you through that. They'll even give you the words. You'll be surprised. Comment when you come back to this. If this happens, come back to this video and comment, because I would love to hear your stories. All right, so the next card out is Page of Wands. This can talk about, okay, cool. You know what? I'm excited. I'm hearing this message. I've got some things to say. I've got some things to share. I'm all about it. All right, cool. I've checked my vibes. I called my power back. I've been going through this awakening stuff and I'm feeling better now. I've got this like new revitalized energy. But there's no steps being taken yet, right? He's kind of like, oh, I'm excited. I can do this. But there's no action being taken. And that's okay. You know, sometimes we kind of start with that, right? And we're sort of like, what next? If you find yourself in that space, just remember to pray about it, meditate on it, ask. You could even call on Archangel Metatron and ask him to guide you. You can pray to God, Source, Universe, Jesus, whoever, you know, you pray to, and ask them. And angels are all around us at all times. We can ask and call on them anytime. They're just waiting to help. So yeah, do that, you know. The next card out is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is somebody who is very emotional. They're making their forward momentum, and they're sort of guiding their path with their emotions and taking that action. So it sort of looks like if you have this new energy and you're feeling refreshed, you've gone inside, you've done some meditation and maybe some self-care, and you're like, okay, I'm ready. Woohoo, I want to share. And then you're like, okay, now I'm going to do it. So this is like that next natural progression in that process to share. Next out, we have Two of Cups. Two of Cups, you could have Gemini in your chart. When I see this too, it makes me think of the symbol for Gemini. Excuse me. This also is protected by angels. This is like an angelic overseer here. And these are equal size cups. These are two people giving each other cups. So there's like equal give and take and reciprocity. And I think that in a traditional tarot card reading, when this card comes out, it could speak of like a new love offer coming in, something that is like reciprocated, not like an unrequited love situation. But here, I think with the other cards in the message overall, we're talking about people being receptive to what you have to say. And there's going to be this like equal respect and mutual admiration and care. And so I don't think it's going to be like you're sharing with somebody these positive messages and they go like, I don't even want to hear that. You know, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be somebody who's going to be open and receptive to the message, because it's all about divine timing, you guys. And they might even have something to share with you. The Three of Swords came out after this, which was interesting because I felt like, well, that's kind of weird. Why is the heartbreak card coming out? So if that does happen to be some sort of new love coming in, because we could have, I mean, there's multiple people watching the channel, so there could be a message about raising our vibes, clearing out any negative energy and being open and receptive, and possibly the divine bringing in a new counterpart, a love offer that's going to walk with you on this journey. That could be maybe not for everybody, but that's kind of a side message there. And if that is your message and you're resonating with that part of it, this is coming to you after heartbreak. Now, if you're on the first side of this, which is coming through with the original message we're talking about, don't check out from the planet, like the Arcturian card was saying, because there's so much heartbreak and pain and disappointment all around us. It's like, what is happening? The world is in chaos. It's like crazy, right? So we don't want everybody living in this kind of Three of Swords energy of like heartbreak and negativity and disillusionment and all the ugliness that's going on. So when we're bringing these, this love, and we're talking to people with love and light, and we're bringing in the high vibration and encouraging people, we can help raise the overall vibration and consciousness of our entire planet and anybody we come into contact with. We're really helping bring them up out of that. Okay. So the next card out is Queen of Wands, and you can do this by really tapping into your intuition. See, she's got her black cat right here. People look up to you regardless of what you might think. There are people in your circle or people that are around you or people that interact with you in some capacity that do look up to you and will respect your opinions and what you share with them. And I feel like they're going to be, they're going to listen to what you say and like, take it to heart kind of thing. Okay. And they might even share that message, whatever you tell them, with other people. And I also see that people want to hear this message all over the world, whatever you have to share in the positive, because there's so much disillusionment. There's so much emotional unfulfillment in the world around us. There's wars, there's rumors of wars, there's all these things happening, and just a lot of negative stuff. And so people are like, man, I don't want any of that. I don't want anything to do with that. So they're leaving, they're checking out, right? They're like, I don't want to have anything to do with this. And so they're trying to like find their way out of this messiness and this non-emotional fulfillment type of stuff. So that's where we come in. Again, let's raise our vibration. Let's help other people raise their vibration as well, and recognize that, yeah, you don't have to stay stuck in this sort of like negative that's going on all around you, but we also can't check out. We have to this is the time to dig deep, dig in, and tap into the archangels, tap into the ascended masters, tap into the divine, the universe, God, source, Jesus, whoever you pray to, and ask to help us be that navigational beacon to help people get out of that Eight of Cups, okay? And find their path and get back into right thinking and positive thinking. Because when we help them do that, they come out of this Eight of Cups and they find their wish fulfillment. They find emotional fulfillment. They're no longer bogged down by all the negativity around them. Now, that doesn't go to say that they're going to be like, looking around with rose-colored glasses or whatever, or looking at things with some sort of false positivity. No, it just means that they're going to recognize, yeah, there's things going on in our world that are beyond our control, and maybe we can't do a lot about those things, but we don't have to be stuck in that negative energy. We can rise above it because there's something bigger at play. And our creator, God, source, and the archangels want something better for us. And so they want to help us figure that out and share our message with others. And by doing so, we're going to help people navigate out of troubled waters. You see these waves down here, into more calmer waters, and charting a path for more mental peace. The swords are the mental suit up in the head, headspace and everything. And so we're going to help act as that navigational person here, helping get these people out of that and into more calmer thinking, calmer headspace. And that's going to help them, again, raise their vibes, clear out any negativity, and start thinking positively. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is coming in with a fiery, passionate, new energy. This is going to help people become more invigorated, more... the collective energy will raise as a result of this. For each person we help and we speak encouragement to, that just helps the collective vibe overall every time. So no matter how small of an investment you're making, even if it's just in one person's life, you don't know how many people that person's impacting, right? If I'm calling and I'm talking to my sister every day, and then she's talking to her kids every day, and those kids are talking to their friends at school every day, and then the teacher hears them talking every day, and then the teacher goes and talks to her spouse at home, his or her spouse at home, and then their kids, and so on and so forth, you might think it's just one little investment, but quite honestly, it could be 100 people. You don't even know that you've made this sort of positive ripple, like throwing a stone into a pond, and those ripples sort of cascade out. That's what happens. So invest in this, even if it's one person that you want to, speak positively and encourage. And good things are going to happen with that. And what's going to happen is a new beginning, like a new start, a fresh start. People are going to be restored and renewed. It's going to be this beautiful love offering all over the world. And I'm not saying it's going to be like, woo, woo, we waved a magic wand and now everything's better. But, think about it. If it just happens for one person, that's improvement, right? That's something better than what they've got or what's going on. So yeah, do what you can in your circle of influence, whether that's your work, whether you're involved in clubs or organizations or just in friends and speaking to people. And we have the internet, so the whole world is connected. So you can impact lives all over the globe. It just takes one little nice word, one little encouraging word, whatever it is, right? Of course, Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, God, Source, Creator, Archangels, if you ask them to help you and guide you and give you the right words to say, they will. They're going to show up big time. All right, so we had the card Horsemen, Herald of Change, come out. And I love this because I love horses, for one. It's one of my spirit animals. But it's like, yeah, Herald of Change. We're going to be that Herald of Change. And a herald is like somebody who's I think of like, in the Middle Ages where they have kings and queens and somebody comes out and announces like, oh, hail the king so-and-so and queen so-and-so. And so they're announcing it like really loud, and they like have this booming voice, and it kind of echoes and carries and everybody knows. And so there's like this like almost like shouting and announcing important people. Here we're talking about herald of change. So you, not necessarily shouting at people, of course, but like you and just interacting like we all talked about in this pile. Your interactions, you're heralding change, you're bringing change, you're a change bringer, change maker. You could even say chain breaker. That's interesting. And it's really pretty. I love all the light. It's beautiful. And there's sort of like this like freedom. So I'm getting like this unleashing this beautiful bright light, unleashing positivity. And that goes right along with clearing your vibes, raising your vibration. No longer being stuck and bound and held to the things of this world that could be negative or maybe holding people captive in like an energetically type of way. Or like negative mind traps, things like that. That's pretty. All right, I'm interested. Let's see what this card has to say. This is coming to us from I think it's Shaman's Dream Oracle. Yeah. The Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo. I apologize if I didn't say that right. And Colette Baron Reed. And so this card says, good news, caution, herald of change. When the horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Oh my gosh, that goes right along with what we're talking about. This is awesome. All right, let's see how this goes. Everyone already knows the bad news. That's so true. Don't we know it? It's all over the news every day. All right. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud does have a silver lining. Become a herald of the positive. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is exactly what we're talking about. This is exactly what Archangel Metatron is bringing this message to us today. This is beautiful. I love it. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Declare it, like state it, claim it, like bam, own it, right? Step into that. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. This is awesome energy. Wow. I'm really feeling that horseman card. Woo. Okay. The horseman cautions you to not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure that there is substance to the news you spread, and you're willing to live up to the expectations you raise. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. Man, this is like totally supporting that. Wow. Okay. I love it. Now, where did we go here? Heed the horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. When he shows up twice in the same reading, though, use extreme caution. If you heed his warnings, all will turn out well. All right, great. So he came out once. So awesome. We're taking that as positive. Very positive indeed. I love this for us. Wow, you guys, this is so beautiful. All right, so, and here we go. The tower comes right out on top of that. Wouldn't you know it? Unexpected change, like I'm shaking this foundation down. I'm shaking this negative ninny, whatever it is. Cotton-headed ninny muggins. I don't know why that came to mind. That's funny. I'm shaking all it down, man. Shaking it to the ground. Like boom, lightning, and all right. It's people flying out of here. Throwing away these old ideas. We're throwing away this negative stuff. And we're going to build something new. Because we've got a new attitude. We've got all this good stuff coming in. And we're going to share that with people. Because bam, we're embracing the herald of change. I love it. Next on that is the High Priestess. So we got two major arcana back to back. That's a lot of power. I can actually feel a lot of this power coming through these cards. This is like, whoa. This is major energy. I started to knock you sideways there. Sorry, Metatron, got all excited. All right. And so the High Priestess is very intuitive. Has a lot to do with like moon cycles. Can be a little bit mysterious. So it's like we're doing this new thing, right? We're being positive. We're checking our vibration. We're recalling our power. We've like shook down all this old stuff that we're not going to live by these negative foundations anymore. So we're tapping into that high intuition. We're being guided by Metatron, by the Arcturians, by the angelic realm. We're being guided by the higher realms, fifth dimension and above, you guys. This is a big deal. Because we're no longer going to be stuck in this Four of Pentacles, this like lack mentality. We're not going to be stuck in this negative that's going on around us. We've risen above it. And now, because we're doing that, we're embracing Empress energy, which is another major arcana. And it's the number 3 card. And the Horseman was number 30. 3 plus 0 is 3. So we have double 3s here. You may be seeing angel number 333. And that's just synchronicities in your angelic guides reminding you that they're there with you and that you're on the right path and you're doing great things. So keep your energy level high, keep your positivity high, and you're going to continue to manifest those good things into your life that are already here, that you're already grateful for. So continue to nurture that and nurture those around you. and you're just going to be super abundant and like birthing new ideas and creativity. I love it. Next card out is the Sun card. This is a lot of great positive energy, you guys. This is another major arcana, and it's said to be the happiest card in the deck. And you could be seeing lots of ones and zeros. You could be seeing 10101. You could be seeing 1010. And those are also angel messages, angel numbers, and synchronicities that your angel guides are around you. And they just constantly want to remind you of their presence and awareness, and that you can call on them anytime to help you with whatever you need. And so this is awesome energy. I love it. Very powerful, very beautiful. And on top of that is the 10 of Cups. So this tells me that it all starts in the mind. It all starts with our energy. Do we want to have good energy, or do we want to have negative energy? If you want to have negative energy, it's easy. Just look around, watch the news, see the stuff crumbling down around us. But we don't want to do that, right? That's not good. So we have to work. It takes work, and it takes dedication to keep our thoughts positive, keep our vibration high, take each thought captive. Thoughts are things. As a man thinketh, so is he. Okay, so let's keep our thoughts high and vibrational. Let's stay in that 5th dimension mindset. If you need help with that, ask Archangel Metatron to help you. The Arcturians are encouraging us to do that. We have all of these messages confirming all of this. And what's going to happen is not only are we going to be able to live this life of fulfillment and ultimate abundance and happiness and emotional, like the happy ever after card, basically. But so are a lot of other people, because we're able to bring these encouraging messages and lift the vibration overall of the collective. This is the energy we're going to be living in. This is the energy we're going to see on these high vibrational thoughts. That's what we're bringing in. We don't want to be stuck in the negative, the vibes that are going on, like, you know, if you're down and just watching the news and getting stuck on that stuff. So let's do what we can to impact the world around us. No matter how small we think that impact is, it's really going to grow, and it's really going to be great results for everybody. All right, so the next card out is Angelic Protection. And this card is one of the angel cards. Let's see where this comes to us from. This is from the Angel Guide Oracle, and this is by Kyle Gray. So this card tells us a brilliant light of protection is around you at this time. Angels are guiding and guarding you and want you to know that you are safe. Whether you're feeling worried about physical, emotional, or spiritual harm or not, this card is confirming that you have spiritual protection. The angel guide is supporting you and leading you toward positive experiences and outcomes. If you have decisions to make or opportunities to take, and you are unsure what to do, know that this card is bringing you comfort and support. The angels who are with you only need a prayer from you in order to swoop in and guide you. The extended message says, you are protected. The worst is now behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that you have been facing. The past has gone, and your angel guide is encouraging you to let it go. If traumatic or painful memories have revisited you recently, know that they are opportunities to recognize how far you have come. Congratulations on your journey, and acknowledge how much healing has taken place in your life. When you have reflected on these shifts, leave the past behind and move forward. The present is only a gift if you are able to receive it. If you are facing the unknown at this time, know that your angel guide will show you the next steps, and you will be surrounded by a spiritual force field that will protect you on all levels as you move forward. Wow, that's beautiful, and that's extremely powerful. I love it. I love that Metatron has brought us all these reminders, and just like his countenance in this card, he's like very calm, very focused, and his presence isn't like overwhelming, so I like that. He's very like easy to access, I think, easy to understand. And I think he's bringing this message through beautifully. Let's see what cards came out for this Angelic Protection card. The first card is Celebration, 3 of Cups. So perhaps you'll have an opportunity to share your healing that you've gone through, encouraging words at a party, celebrating with friends. The next one out is 6 of Pentacles. This speaks of having all that you need provided for you, being very abundant and being able to give to others, being having a charitable heart. We have the 5 of Wands. I think this is no longer being focused on conflict. So we're going to rise above that. We're raising our mental vibration above that. And reminding us that no matter how small we think our ability to help other people is, we do have something that's going to be meaningful and something that we're able to put our work in, and it's going to be true, it's going to be reliable, stable, it's going to be an energy that is well received. And you're going to have victory and success by sharing what you know, raising your vibration. It's all good stuff, you guys. I love it. This is super energy. It's so beautiful. You are reminded to stand your ground. It does take work. Remember, we're working on holding each thought captive, and so we have to stay focused on that. And it's easy to get stuck in the mundane of every day and like sort of zone out when you're checking your phone or you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram or anything else. But we have to stand our ground. Remember, it takes work. Take each thought captive. Hold true to any kind of boundaries you set. And you're going to be seen as being an example. You're setting an example to the people around you that see you, even though they may not even tell you. And in doing so, the world is here. You're closing out a cycle of negativity in people's lives. You're helping them raise their vibration. You're helping raise the overall vibration of the entire collective, which is beautiful also. And new opportunities are going to present themselves. You're going to be completely abundant. You may have a divine opportunity coming in, something new. It could also mean new streams of income, new opportunities, new financial abundance. And you also have the Fool card coming out. We have a lot of major arcana all in this reading. And the Fool speaks of new opportunities. And I love how he's got this big sun behind him, and we had the Sun card in this pile. And the Fool's like, I'm leaving it all behind, and I'm just going to go on my journey. And he's having a good old time. And so we're leaving that. There was some lack mindset in here. There was something over here. I can't remember what it was. We're leaving anything that no longer serves us behind. We're leaving negative stuff behind. We're only going to allow positive 5D type energy. We're raising our vibration. We're only allowing things that are positive in our life and that can impact other people. And we're sharing that. And we're living this new way of life. I love it. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So this is resulting in us being very balanced emotionally, caring, giving, somebody reliable, somebody who is gentle and really embodies their intuition and makes decisions from a heart space. And we've tempered any sort of those old negative energies, outdated thoughts, old thought patterns that no longer serve us. We've let go of things that have hindered us, held us back, things that have dimmed our lights, so to speak. We have alchemized. This is like alchemizing, mixing the cups back and forth. You know, I'm taking this and that and a little bit of that. I've alchemized it. I've balanced it out. This is divinely guided. We have this big angel here right in the middle. This is the card of Sagittarius. You may have Sagittarian placements highly aspected in your chart. And it's taken patience to get here. But with all that work, it is absolutely 100% successful. And now you have King of Wands energy. King of Wands is very focused, eyes on the prize. This is somebody who is maintaining that high vibrational focus. They're fiery, they're passionate for what they believe in. And coming right after the Temperance angel, you have new beliefs that have taken place of these old beliefs that you've put away. I like that. And Page of Swords is here. So finally, our Page of Swords card is the final card out. And I think this just says that be bold in sharing your message because you have the divine behind you. You've got Archangel Metatron behind you. You've got the Arcturians. You've got the whole angelic realm. You've got everybody, divine, creator, source, God, Jesus, the universe behind you, supporting you. So you can be bold and confident in your message. See how he's kind of really tall? He's like standing on this hill. And I see these trees back here and he's up in the clouds. So he's like, he's feeling, you know, like a giant, a 10-foot tall, I guess you could say, bold. Like I have this new energy, this new idea, new mindset, and I love it. And it's doing great things for me. And I just want to share that. And so it's beautiful. And I think it's just a reminder that, yeah, you have a great message to share. And there's people out here that want to hear it. So even in just everyday interactions, just shine your light, you guys. Okay. I love it. I hope this resonated with you all. And please be sure to comment if it did, and share with our collective that we're growing here. I know it's still a small channel, but every like, share, and subscribe will help us grow. And remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and love and light. Take care.